Kyiv, Ukraine. A freezing winter night. The streets were alive, people heading home from work, cars lining the roads, bright neon lights glowing across the city. Families settled into their warm homes, wrapping themselves in blankets, enjoying the warmth against the bitter cold outside. Then, without warning, the streetlights flickered. A few seconds later, they died completely. Traffic signals went dark, cars screeched to a halt. The city plunged into chaos. Inside homes, televisions went black, heaters shut off, internet connections dropped, phones stopped ringing, emergency hotlines silent. A thick, unnatural silence spread across Kyiv. Panic set in. People peered out their windows, confused, concerned. Was it a simple power failure? A glitch? Then, strange things started happening. Security systems refused to reboot. Backup generators failed. Hospital alarms blared as life-saving machines shut down one by one. Something wasn't right. Across the city, engineers scrambled to restore power, only to find they weren't in control anymore. Someone, somewhere, was pulling the strings. But who? And why? What the people of Kyiv didn't know was that they were caught in the middle of something far bigger. A chilling, calculated event was unfolding, one that would send shockwaves through the world. This wasn't random, it was deliberate. And when the truth came out, the world was never the same again. This is the true story of the 2016 Kyiv cyberattack, one of the most chilling and dangerous cybercrimes in history. For years, Ukraine had been a battleground, not just in war, but in cyberspace. A different kind of attack, one that required no bombs, no bullets. Hackers had been testing their weapons on Ukraine's infrastructure, searching for weak points, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And this wasn't the first time the country had been plunged into darkness. 1 year earlier, in December 2015, hackers took down power in 3 major regions, cutting electricity for over 230,000 people. It was a warning, a test run. But few understood just how serious it was, because in 2016, the attack was bigger. They didn't go after small cities. This time, they went straight for Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine, the heart of the country, the center of its government, military, and economy. A city of over 3 million people. And this wasn't just about shutting off the lights. This was something new, a weapon designed to seize control of an entire power grid. Its name? Indestroyer. A virus so powerful it could speak directly to power stations, flipping switches and overriding systems as if it were a human operator. By the time anyone realized what was happening, it was already inside. December 17, 2016, a bitterly cold winter night. Temperatures had dropped below freezing. Snow blanketed the streets. Families were bundled up inside their homes, heaters on, lights glowing, unaware that their city was about to be attacked. Then, at exactly 11:53 p.m., something strange happened. Deep inside Kyiv's Pivnichna substation, one of the most important hubs in the city's power grid, a switch flipped, then another, and another. One by one, entire districts of Kyiv were thrown into darkness. Streetlights cut out mid-glow. Apartments and houses were plunged into darkness. Traffic signals shut off. Hospitals scrambled to activate emergency backup power. ATMs and banks went offline. But this wasn't a normal power failure. The hackers were inside the system, flipping switches in real time, overriding controls like they were playing a video game. They manually disabled backup power sources. They deleted critical software, ensuring that engineers couldn't restore power quickly. And then, just as suddenly as it had started, the hackers vanished. For over an hour, Kyiv was trapped in total darkness. This wasn't about money, it was about power. A test run for something even bigger. And nobody had any idea what was coming next. When power was finally restored, Ukraine's top cybersecurity experts went to work. What they found was terrifying. This wasn't a glitch. This wasn't a simple virus. This was a weapon, a cyber weapon designed to take over and destroy. Its name, Indestroyer, also known as Crash Override. This was the first malware in history designed specifically to control and disable power grids. And when experts traced the attack's origin, all signs pointed to one group, a secretive, elite hacking team known as Sandworm, a group directly linked to Russia's GRU military intelligence agency. The same group responsible for the 2015 Ukraine blackout, The 2017 NotPetya cyberattack, which cost the world over $10 billion in damages. Cyberattacks on the US, Europe, and beyond. And the most terrifying part? Ukraine wasn't their real target. Ukraine was just a testing ground. If they could take down Kyiv's power grid in under an hour, what else could they do? Could they crash the world's financial system? Could they disable emergency response networks? Could they shut down an entire country? Suddenly, the world realized this wasn't just Ukraine's problem. It was everyone's problem. The 2016 Kyiv cyberattack changed everything. For the first time, world leaders understood what cyber warfare really looked like. No bombs, no explosions, no visible enemy, just lines of code capable of bringing entire nations to their knees. Ukraine raced to secure its power grid. NATO and the US scrambled to build cyber defense teams. But was it already too late? Because just 1 year later, in 2017, Ukraine was hit again. This time, it wasn't just power grids, it was global destruction. A new cyber weapon called NotPetya spread worldwide, wiping out banks, hospitals, corporations, and even government systems. It caused over $10 billion in damages. And guess who was behind it? The same hackers, the same cyber war. The Kyiv attack? It was just the beginning. How do you fight an invisible war? The Kyiv cyberattack sent shockwaves around the world. Governments scrambled to defend their power grids. Cybersecurity firms rushed to analyze the attack. But here's the chilling truth. Most countries aren't ready. Right now, critical infrastructure worldwide, hospitals, airports, financial markets, even military bases, is still vulnerable. Hackers don't break in anymore. They log in. They exploit weak passwords, use phishing emails to trick employees, and deploy AI-powered bots to scan for weaknesses 24/7. Once they're inside, it's game over. So what are nations doing to protect themselves? Countries like the United States and the UK have advanced cyber defense teams. They use AI-driven security to detect threats in real time and employ ethical hackers to test their systems before real attackers can. Some have even developed offensive cyber weapons, digital tools designed to disable enemy networks instantly. But here's the problem. Cyber warfare evolves faster than defense. What worked yesterday may not work tomorrow. And the hackers? They're always one step ahead. Because the real question is, can we ever truly stop the next attack, or is it just a matter of when? The Kyiv cyberattack wasn't just an isolated event. It was a wake-up call. A chilling reminder that the next war won't start with missiles, it will start with a keystroke. If hackers can shut down a city in minutes, what happens when they go after something bigger? Imagine entire nations losing power, banks freezing, hospitals failing, all without a single bullet fired. Governments are racing to prepare, but no system is truly safe. Cyber warfare evolves faster than defenses, and the real question is, are we ready? Or is the biggest attack still ahead of us? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you love real crime, cyber heists, and mind-blowing true stories, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because this is just the beginning. And trust me, the next story is even crazier.